guys, so today I am filming my Project Pan update number 10. It has already been almost a year of doing Project Pan. I'm surprised and proud of myself. I've managed to finish a lot, but I've also kind of bought a lot, so it kind of contradicts itself at times. But let's go ahead and start with my non-Project Pan empties. Then I will do my Project Pan update, empties and an update on everything else. So first I have these LA Fresh or La Fresh makeup remover wipes. We actually went to Minnesota and I'm sorry, we're moving, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Makeup remover wipes at the hotel in Minnesota, so I didn't really like these though. There was just I think one wipe in there, but it wasn't very good. Next was my Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. These were the night calming ones. These are my favorite, so I definitely would repurchase those, and I actually kind of already have. Next is this Sephora 10 Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. I was just kind of going through my sample bag and trying to use some stuff up, so this was just a sample that I had. The shade was too dark for me. It was in medium, and I also actually really didn't like this. I saw some really good reviews for it on their website, but it just didn't work out very good for me. So next is this Joico K-Pack Deep Penetrating Reconstructor for Damaged Hair. I bought this with a shampoo set. It works pretty well, but it smells kind of like bananas. I don't know, something about like maybe bananas and perfume maybe? It just smells kind of weird. It smells really, really weird. But that is empty, so goodbye to that. Next is this Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner. I actually really, really loved this. I'm considering purchasing the full size, but it is like $45. But it really did fill in my pores and help keep my skin matte. And it is kind of more of a skincare item. So I thought that was interesting, but I really liked that. Next is just a little Urban Decay Original Primer Potion Sample. This actually came with my Naked 3 palette, so I'm just finally getting around to finishing these up. Next is my Olay Fresh Effects Do-Over Hydrating Gel Moisturizer. This was really good. I liked it. It smells really nice. I don't know how to explain it. Just kind of fresh, I guess. But this I remember thinking it was really good for oily skin because I read something about maybe having like powder particles or something that help keep oil away. But it wasn't super moisturizing, but it was kind of good for oily skin during the summertime. So I actually really liked this. I would repurchase it, but there's some other things I want to try. Next is this Matrix Biolage Keratin Dose Pro Keratin Renewal Spray. I just used this like a leave-in conditioner type of thing where I washed my hair, conditioned it, and then when I got out of the shower I just sprayed some of this in. It was okay. I didn't notice much of a difference with it. I do like it when it's used as a system with like the shampoo and conditioner, but on its own I just really didn't see too much of a difference, and I did hear that that is actually meant to be used as like a system. So if you get that, make sure you get the shampoo and conditioner too. Next is the Benefit Bad Gal Lash. You guys know I love this. It has been in a couple favorite videos and stuff, but it's getting old and I just am having trouble getting any more product out of it, so it's time to say goodbye. I would repurchase this, and I probably would purchase the mini again because I usually have a ton of mascaras. So having the mini is nice because it doesn't dry out and I don't have to throw it away in 3 months. I don't have like a big mascara to throw away in 3 months, I should say. Next is my Maybelline Lash Stiletto. Same thing, just used a ton and there's not a lot of product left and it's just kind of getting old now. But this is actually one of my favorite lengthening mascaras, so I would definitely repurchase it. I just kind of want to try some new stuff, but I might repurchase after that. And that is it for my non-Project Pan empties. So we'll go ahead and do the Project Pan ones. And first is my MAC Well Dressed Blush. As you guys can see, there's still quite a bit of product around the edges, but I went to use it this morning and it was just really difficult to get that product out. So I'm calling it done. I'm gonna miss it because I do like this color, but there are some other like pink blushes I want to try. I know Makeup Geek has one or two that I really want to get, so I would repurchase, but at the same time there's other blushes that I want to try, so this is on its way back to MAC. Next is this Bath & Body Works White Citrus Body Lotion. This one was okay. I got it as part of a Christmas gift set. I really didn't like it when I first got it, but towards the end I actually really liked the scent. It's kind of a nice clean citrus scent, and it's probably, I'd say, slightly more lime than like lemon. So I really did like this towards the end. I don't think I'd repurchase just because I do already have so many Bath & Body Works lotions. Sorry, our neighbors are like moving in too. We're moving out and they're moving in, and they live upstairs, so it's really loud. The next one is the Drybar Southern Belle Volumizing Mousse. This is empty. I don't think I'd repurchase this. I just really wasn't a fan of it, and for the price I think it's a bit pricey, so I'm not gonna get that one. And lastly is my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I actually just finished this up this morning too. I used the rest of it today. I actually took little balls out and everything too, but I am going to put my Revlon Colorstay foundation in here because I actually have it in a MAC bottle, but I want to just take as much MAC stuff as I can back to MAC and then purchase a few things. So I'm going to put my Revlon Colorstay in here. And that is it for my empties. No more stuff. So let's go ahead and do an update on everything else. First is my e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo. The blush you guys can see a little bit more pan. Bronzer probably doesn't look too much different, but I have used the blush a ton this month, and the bronzer I've used pretty much every time with it, but I don't need as much of the bronzer as I do the blush. So I think if I finish up the blush a little bit more and just kind of get it around the edges a little bit more, I'll be okay with tossing this. I just don't know if I want to repurchase this or if I want to get the NARS one, because this one is a little bit streaky on me at times. So I don't know, the NARS one might be a better option. But if you guys know of any blush or bronzer duos like this and that you really like, please comment below so I can try those out. And next is my MAC shadows. This one is Yogurt. Used a few times, doesn't look any different. This is probably just going to end up going back to MAC because I'm not hitting pan on it. Never looks any different, and I really don't like the color. So that'll probably go back to MAC soon. Next is Naked Lunch, which is kind of the same thing. I used it some this month. It's just really not getting anywhere though. I did pop the pan out of this plastic piece, so there's kind of a gouge in the middle from me doing that, and you can kind of see over here too where I started to like pop it out. I did get it out, but then I just ended up putting it back in there because, I don't know. Once I took it out, I really didn't know what to do with it. I was going to take the black plastic piece back to MAC and keep the pan and keep working on using it up, but I don't know. I just don't find myself using this shadow, so I should probably just take it back. I'm going to keep trying to use them up for at least another month or two, I think, and then I'll take them back to MAC if I don't. They've just been in Project Pan a long time, and I've had them a really long time too, so they just kind of need to go. Next is my Sephora Shadow Pencil. That is what that looks like. I don't know, I've used this once or twice this month, and it's really getting there. Like, I could probably finish it. So I'm hoping next month maybe I can just suck it up and finish it. But it just keeps getting forgotten about, so hopefully next month I can finish it. This is my Smashbox Loose Shimmer in Burlesque. I did use this a few times this month. There's some in there and there's some on the bottom, but it is getting lower on product, so I'm hoping not too much longer maybe and I can finish this. I just, again, don't really reach for it because I don't wear loose shimmer besides like a highlight, and that's actually too dark to use as a highlight on my skin, so I don't know, I'll find some use for it. Next is my Big Sexy Hair Blow Dry Volumizing Gel. It's down to about the A. I don't know, I've used this a ton this month and it's just not really moving. So I'm hoping next month for even better progress, but it doesn't look like much this month at least. So next is my Ulta Double Duty Concealer. And that is what that looks like. I did use that again a few times this month too, but I don't think there's really a ton of progress with it. It's been going kind of slow, but I did buy a new like NYX concealer, and I don't know if I put that, I think I put that in my July like haul. I haven't allowed myself to use it until I use up the 2 concealers I have in my project pan. I will use it for special occasions, but otherwise I use these. So I'm surprised they're not gone. Next is my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I think last time I showed you guys the little plastic piece there was up to like the eraser, where it says eraser. Now it's down to like treatment. It's really, really small. Hard print to read, but it just keeps going and going and going. There's another item I'm adding to my project pan. I have 2 of these, and I bought the second one because it went so fast in the beginning, and I was like, this concealer is not going to last me long, but now that it's towards the end, there's so much product, it just keeps going and going and going. And next is my MAC Fabulousness Warm Eyes palette. Same thing kind of with this one. I was going to return it and take it back to MAC because I'm just not using it that much. And it's getting old. Again, those first 2 shadows are the things I've used the most. This one particularly is like a brow highlight, and retrospect kind of as a lid color, but everything else, like the one next to it, Honesty, I can't, like, you can barely see that. It just really doesn't even show up on the eyes at all either. I don't know, it's a pretty sheer color. And then Sketch I actually own full size of, and Cognac I just don't care for that much. So if I could hit pan on these 2, I would be okay, I think, with taking this back. But just gotta keep using it. And again, I think I'll try for like another month or 2 and then take it back. I think MAC takes products back that are still full if you're like done with it. At least that's what I heard. So one item I forgot was my Pure Minerals Dirty Girl Mud Mask. I did use that twice this month, so I think it's only got like 1 or 2 like applications left in the bottle, so that should be done soon too. Next is my Urban Decay Naked palette. This probably isn't going to look too much different to you guys. You can actually see the little bit of pan showing on Buck a little bit better. But otherwise, Sin is getting really, really close. You can kind of tell. And Dark Horse is getting really, really close. So once I hit pan on those 2 or any other 2 in the palette, it is done and I can repurchase another one. But I've been saving up my Ulta points to get another one so I don't have to pay for it. Which is kind of a little tip I wanted to tell you guys about. If you are buying something from Ulta and you plan on using your points, I would make sure it's something that you know you're really, really going to like and want. Because if you do a return after that, you don't get your points back. So if you redeemed 100 and like let's say you redeemed 100 and got $3 off your Naked palette, and then you decide you don't like it and you want to return it, you don't get that $3 off. Like, it doesn't go back onto your account. So if you did like an exchange, sometimes they can be like, oh, you bought this foundation in the wrong shade, you're exchanging it for the other one. It should be an even exchange. But otherwise, if you return it, you don't get your points back. So I would just make sure you use them on something you know you like. So that is what I'm going to do with mine, and hopefully get my new Naked palette for free. Next are my EOS balls. This one is, I think, in Passion Fruit. I did use this one a lot this month, so that one is getting used. This one is in Honeydew. I don't think I really used this one a whole lot this month. I might have used it a few times. This one I think is Pomegranate, but I barely used it at all. And then I decided to go ahead and add this strawberry one. I think this is Strawberry Sorbet. I don't know, it just doesn't really smell like much to me. And that one is like the newest like unused one. So that is those. Next is my Nivea Caramel Cream Kiss Lip Butter. I did use this a couple times. Again, this is still like the closest part of it to hitting pan, so I'm not there yet. It's going really well though. I have used a lot. I don't know though. I don't know if this is going to be finishable. And of course there's really not an expiration date on it either, so I don't know. I just am kind of worried about germs with this one because it is something you put your fingers in. I mean, I'm trying to really sanitize my hands every time I use it, but I mean, still, germs get in it. So I don't know how much longer I'll keep that one either. Next is my MAC Velux pencil. Didn't use this at all, so it really does not look any different. It just doesn't match my hair color shade right now, so I don't know how I'm going to use that one up, but I'll try to come up with something. This one I am quite proud of, but it is my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour full coverage foundation. As you guys can see, I did get like that air bubble that was in there out, so there really isn't a lot of like uses left out of this. I kind of had to choose between using up my Urban Decay one or using up this one for the last 2 weeks, and I chose to just go ahead and finish the Urban Decay one because I am going to repurchase this in my correct shade after I use it up, but I'm just not quite ready to repurchase it. So I don't know, a few more uses that'll probably be in my next empties though, I hope. Next is my Matrix Total Results Silk Wonder Smoothing Oil. That was to about the T in total last time, and now it is out to about the like end of the orange label there. Let's see if I can get that to show up. There we go. You can see where it is. So I don't know, I've used it quite a bit. I'm proud of myself for remembering to use it, and I think maybe just like another month and I will have used this up, because from like the T to the orange bottom of the orange label is probably about as much I used this month. So if I just keep using it, I think I'll be able to use it up. Next is my Aveda Witch Hazel Light Hold Hairspray, which is actually the Pure Abundance in here. I don't remember exactly where this was, but I know I've used a lot because it's definitely gotten lighter. But I've been using this almost every day, just finding some kind of use for it. And I mean, I still don't like it, but I do have a ways to go too. So I wouldn't say I'm like, well, maybe I'm about halfway there. I don't know. Might be a little bit more than halfway. So next is my NYX Pore Filler. I've used this a lot this month too, and I feel like there's still a lot of product in there. So I really would like to finish this by next update, or at least the one after it, but next update would be ideal to finish that. Next is my Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. Same thing, it kind of got an air bubble out of it, so it's a little flatter now than it was. But again, I would really like to finish this by my next update because it's such a small product. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably going to have to pick this one or the Pore Filler and use up one of them. So next is my Too Faced Endless Summer bronzer. I did use this a few times this month. Not as much as the e.l.f. bronzer, but I don't know. The rings are getting more noticeable. Still not showing pan yet though. So I don't know. I really need to finish these before summer ends because after that I don't think I'll really use them. So I really do need to finish them before summer ends. Next is this NYX Butter Lip Balm. I only used this once or twice. I actually kind of forgot that I put it in my project pan. So there's still all that product. Like, I'm still twisting stuff out. I don't even know how far it goes out, but it's a lot like a lip balm, just maybe not quite as hydrating. I think, is that it? Yep, that is it. So that's how much product is left. It doesn't look like a lot though, I guess. So maybe I will actually be able to finish that if I just remember to use it more. I'm gonna twist it all the way down. Next are my Victoria's Secret body sprays. So the first one is strawberries and champagne. I think this is a little different than last month. I don't really remember where it was last month. But I know I didn't really use this one because I really don't like the way this one smells. Next is Pure Seduction. This one I did use because it was up to about the label. And now it is. Hi guys, my camera cut off. My memory card is getting full. So I was talking about the Pure Seduction one. Now this one is Such a Flirt. This one is the lowest of them all. Definitely really happy with my progress on this one. Next is Mango Temptation. This is the fullest one that I have. Next is Love Spell. This one's pretty full too. And lastly is Endless Love, which this one is actually my favorite of the 6, so I'm surprised this one's not the most used. But I know Such a Flirt got left in my car and I just sprayed it all the time. So maybe that's what I kind of need to do with some of these, is pick one and just use it up. I'm kind of torn though, like I'm not sure if I should take something like Mango Temptation that's really full and leave it in my car, or if I should leave Such a Flirt in there and just go ahead and try to finish it up. So I don't know, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and take Mango Temptation and put it in my car and try to get it lower, because I'm not quite ready to buy a fragrance. Like I said, I've been saving up some Ulta points, so I want to buy some fragrances in my Naked palettes and get a lot of it stuff for cheap or free. So I'm not quite ready to redeem them, so I don't know. We'll kind of see. And I think that is it for the stuff that I had in my project pan. I did add a couple more things, so I'm just going to go through those really quick. I told you guys I had a second Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This one is in the shade Light. Every time I wanted Fair, my Ulta was out of it, so I have the Brightener one and I have Fair. And Light, or I mean, I have Bright and I have Light. This one is actually all the way up here, the little twisty thing. I barely use this one just because I have been trying so hard to finish up the brightening one. So this one has a long ways to go. Next is my Cargo Blu-ray High Definition Powder. Pan is showing. I just have some other powders that I want to try. I always keep a high-end powder and a low-end powder, and it's actually that way with a lot of my stuff. With foundations, I always have a high-end foundation and a low-end foundation, and then I try to do the same with like mascara and stuff. So this is my high-end powder, and I've hit pan, and there is a lot of other high-end powders I want to try. I really love this, but like I said, there's just other stuff I want to try. So there is that. Next is my Rimmel Stay Matte. This I've used quite a bit, but it kind of makes my face a little bit itchy after I first apply it, and I don't like that, so I just want to finish it up and get something else. Next is my L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga Mascara. I did just purchase this not that long ago, but I want to use this up because I don't know, I have really weird feelings about this. Like I kind of like it, but I kind of don't like it. So I don't know, I just kind of want to finish it up and get it out of my collection because I find myself not really reaching for it. And since I got rid of my Maybelline Lash Stiletto and my Benefit Bad Gal Lash, this and my CoverGirl Flamed Out are the only mascaras I have. So I really think this should be easy for me to finish, especially because my Flamed Out one is a waterproof one and I really don't wear it that often. And the last new thing I'm adding is this Bedhead Totally Baked Volumizing Prepping Hair Meringue. And this does kind of smell like meringue pie, which is why I'm getting rid of it. I really don't like the smell of it, and then also it is kind of sticky in my hair, and it's almost full. So really long ways to go with this one too. I'm just gonna go ahead though and keep working on this and maybe use this once or twice. I know I did use it once this month, so there's at least one use gone out of here, but still have a long ways to go. So that is my update and empties for the month. I will be back again next month on the 6th with another update. I don't know, I'm losing my enthusiasm for Project Pan. I'm trying to keep going. because everybody's moving. My grandmother's moving, my boyfriend's moving, and then I have to move. So I'm trying to really downsize my makeup, which is why there were, you know, sample things in my empties, because I'm trying to get rid of more samples. I'm just trying to use up more makeup in general. So I don't know, I'm starting to lose enthusiasm, but at the same time, I know I need to finish this stuff because we're moving, and it's stuff that actually, if I could not take any of this with me, I would be grateful to not take a lot of it with me. So really, really hoping in the next month or two that I can finish a lot more. I'm gonna really, really try. So we'll see, but thanks for watching. Bye.